Guys, here we are. We're finishing out April. We're watching the sun move from Aries into, no, does it? Yeah, from Aries into Taurus. Wow. I know, I still can't believe it. We're just, the year is flying by, and there's a lot more happening. There's a quickening, yes, but I would have to say that this week is really going to feel like what people associate with Mercury retrograde. It's not Mercury going into retrograde. This week will end around on the 24th, on Saturday the 24th. And what's going to be happening 3 days from then, on the 27th, is that Pluto is going to go into retrograde. Now, Pluto going into retrograde is a time of deep transformations, and Pluto will stay in retrograde through the end of this year, through October. Now, what's really interesting is the 24th of this week, the end of this week, ends in a Libra moon. And the moon will stay in Libra for about 3 days until the 27th, when Pluto goes retrograde. And it will only go direct when the sun is in Libra later this year in October. I thought that was a really beautiful, almost kind of poetry. For me, it tells me that all the emotional crap that we're going to be dealing with this week, and there's a ton of it, this week is going to be an emotional shitstorm. It just is. But all the crap that we're dealing with really is going to be revolutionizing our life and reminding us of our own worth, our own value. It is very important to remain open. It's very important to remain vulnerable. And now, if you know anything about your journey for the past couple of years, vulnerability is key to changing the way that we need to change, to learning what we need to learn to be able to improve our lives and our situation. Pluto was in retrograde for much of last year. It's not going to be as intense. It's going to be much more personal. And we'll see our lives and our relationships shifting. Now, whether that's for the better or the worse, I think it's for the better as long as that's where we were headed, as long as that's where our brain is and where it wants to be. But you'll start to see the challenges this week, and it'll feel in a lot of ways like Mercury retrograde. There's going to be a lot of crap coming up, especially when Venus sits right on top of Uranus during the middle of this week. There's a lot of like new people, new opportunities coming in and offering us things and opening us up. But it's going to be kind of a challenge to see. It's almost like a test in some ways. What have we learned? What have we learned about our personal value? Based on what we're welcoming into our lives. Yes, we should be open to new things, but we should be open to new things, as in not just new people that are the same kind of people that have been hurting us for this whole time, but new people as in people we never would have even thought to be friends with or work with or trust. But we can see that they're different people, and those different people are qualified based on our new sense of self-worth. Self-worth is essential this week. Remembering that I love me. I'm loved by, like, gathering around those people that matter most to you in this life, and allowing them to love you and allowing them their love to strengthen how you feel about who you are, and to remind you of just how valuable you are, and to not let that value come into question. It is going to be challenging, but that self-love and self-respect is so essential for allowing us to be vulnerable where we need to be. Because a lot of times what we'll do is to hide our vulnerability. We'll act strong and put ourselves into situations that are actually hurting us. And that's exactly the kind of thing that we could easily fall into this week. And I want us to avoid. So I'm going to give you a recap of this whole week. number one. And then day by day, Sunday through Saturday, I will go through a breakdown of the energies. And then each of those will be accompanied by a mantra for you to channel those energies and focus yourself and concentrate. Now, I will say for this whole week, what is extremely important is grounding. Grounding your feet in the earth, your breath in your body, your breath to your heartbeat. Meditation and grounding are essential. And I'm going to suggest straight up, I would incorporate those things into your daily routine anyway, but if they're not, this is the week to incorporate them, because the way that things are transitioning, it's going to be so essential to ground ourselves in the earth, because the earth is a constant for us in this 3D world. It's also a spiritual healer for us. It takes all those crazy energies and it sort of voids them, and it makes them, it grounds them. It grounds them like a live wire is covered in rubber wiring. The rubber grounds it. It makes it not so sporadic. It makes it feel contained enough to conduct into a useful purpose. And that's exactly what the earth can do for us. So I would highly recommend, if you're not doing it, start doing it. Sunday through Saturday, get yourself into it. Form a new pattern, a new habit of grounding yourself. That's feet in the earth. Meditate at least for a minute. Check your breath. Check in with your breath. Check in with yourself. And also recite the universal Ommmm. Like that harmony that can come from your soul will help you to stay in balance in a very imbalanced time. And you'll see this as I read the week to you. So let's start off. Remember, guys, if you want this letter by letter, go and subscribe over to my mailing list on my website, bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. It's in full written form over there every single week, along with the video attachment. Also, the mantras, the daily mantras, are attached down below. Please don't just grab those mantras and speak them without understanding their associated energies. Watch the whole video, watch the whole week. It really doesn't make sense to not do that. I'm not really understanding why people are not doing it, but it goes day by day. So, yeah, stick with it, and I'll meet you on the other side. This week is emotional, to say the least. It starts out with the moon in Cancer, and much like Pandora, it is this Cancer moon is providing a doorway through which chaos flows. This chaos is the unknown information or feelings we've kept to ourselves or others have kept from us. All of this will surface this week, forcing us into particularly emotional situations. Family relationships can play a huge role here. If someone has been hiding their feelings from you, because the South Node, right now, the South Node, I don't know where it's sitting in your individual chart, but right now the South Node is sitting in the 4th house. So a lot of this could be brought up through stuff in the 4th house. If someone has been hiding their feelings from you or vice versa, this is when the truth comes out. Just say no to old flames coming back from the past. You left them behind for a reason. They're coming back up now, however, to make sure you stay strong and remember your worth. And they might also be coming up because they want to tell you something they never got a chance to tell you. Don't let this make you feel, oh, it's meant to be. No, it's meant to be over. That's why they're finishing things. They're saying things. It's for clarification purposes, right? Not reunification purposes. Sunday. The subtleties today cannot be understated. Nostalgia is the perfect word to describe this day, with situations that play out today, but we're more likely to happen in the past. In other words, situations that will happen on Sunday will remind you a lot of the way that you grew up, or stuff that happened in the past. You'll start to see almost like a reverb effect happening, and you'll notice this. It's like spending the day the way that you would have spent it 20 years ago. The full circle moment of it is all very profound, lovely, and heartbreaking, just the way the moon in Cancer would want it. The South Node sits in the 4th house now, a very melancholy place where we could get the chance to change something we thought we'd never be able to. It's almost like Freaky Friday, but it's Spiritual Sunday. With the Sun square Pluto, we're going to cut through the shit and do what is right. Our focus is 200% on what is important to us now, what is truly important. This may change a great deal of things for the better, since our egos are challenged to transcend themselves and to look at where they need improvement. The mantra for today, angels, lead the way to the best of myself. I am courage. I am clear. I know what is dear. Monday rolls around. The Sun and Mercury both move into Taurus. Okay, that puts 4 planets in Taurus now, right? So a lot of what is surfacing now has to do with traditions. The traditional will reign now, and the farther we've come from those traditions, the more difficult it will be for us emotionally. Our emotions and intellect do not sync up now, especially when we learn some deep truth or dig deeper than expected and unearth it. We can have a difficult time balancing our heart and mind right now. This could lead people to oversharing, which could lead to conflicts occurring and all this emotional stuff coming up. Don't be surprised if a family matter comes to a head today. With Uranus favorable to the South Node, we may want to change things back to what they were. Emotions surface, most likely from the past, causing conflict and pain. This is going to be a very difficult day. Grounding is recommended. And I talked to you about that already. It's recommended all week long. Mantra, grounding. Now, first of all, grounding is essential today. So when you say this mantra, walk barefoot on the earth. It will save you. We all need the stability right now. You might want to chant Ommmm to encourage harmony. This is the mantra. Angels are surrounding me, protecting me with their love and light. Say that 3 times. I am surrounded by angels morning, noon, and night. So you're going to say those angels are surrounding me, protecting me with their love and light. 3 times, say that, and then finish it off with I am surrounded by angels morning, noon, and night. It is gathering protection. It's gathering help. It's gathering wisdom. It's gathering you and love around you. And this is something that will help to protect you. Tuesday, the moon moves into Leo. This is especially needy energy because of how tender our ego is. We may start to see things in a twisted way. Beware of negative thoughts today. They may sound something like this. They didn't call me because they don't care. Or where was that phone call? I was expecting it. You will tell yourself things like all is lost, right? You can get very fatalistic because you need attention right now. The moon in Leo needs attention, and it thinks that not getting the attention is synonymous to not being loved or not being cared for, which is not really the truth at all, right? Because we all have different things going on in our lives. You will tell yourself things like all is lost because you didn't hear from them, or be more inclined to be selfish. Calling someone 5 times in a row, even though they're at work or you know that they're doing something. It's just that this would be the time when people would get extremely emotionally needy. Expect to be especially hard on yourself today and especially defensive. There is a lot of conflict in the sky, and though it is not explosive, it is undeniable now, and it might lead us to implosion. Depression or breakups happen during this energy. What you need more than ever now is grounding. So more grounding for today, Monday and all week. We need to feel stability more than anything. Call people to let them know you love them today. It's very important. So they don't have to pick up, right? or you could just shoot them a text, a happy little heart. It's important if you're going to share yourself to make people feel loved. Don't force your love on someone today. One text is enough, but it's a good thing to do. Mantra. First, meditation grounding. This is very important today. Meditation grounding. Meditation grounding is grounding yourself by getting back to your breath, hearing your breath, controlling your breath, focusing on your breath, taking deep breaths in, say 5 counts in, and letting deep breaths out, say 6 or 7 counts out. And steady yourself and steady your heart. It's a very grounding practice, and it'll also bring you back to your self-awareness of that you don't have to depend on other people's approval for you to be strong. You have the strength inside yourself. Okay? Being surrounded by those things that are tried and true is really good today. Go back to your breath and Ommmm again. Say 3 things you're grateful for and keep going. This is a good day to remind yourself of all that you already have, because it could put us in a defensive, pessimistic mood when more doesn't come in. So when you're feeling yourself need more, remind yourself of what you already have, because there's already abundance in your life, and those will help. So start with 3 things you're grateful for, say them out loud, thank God, or whatever deity or whoever you believe in, just be thankful, share that out loud, and you'll start to see my daily tarot card readings over on Instagram, Monday through Friday. You're welcome to join me there. Born_without_boundaries. I always say 3 things you're grateful for. It starts with 3 things and it just takes off. It just goes. Like, you'll be shocked that you won't be able to stop saying thank you. And you'll start to see that you do already have a lot and you don't need, right? This is the mantra. I call upon the earth, my mother and my constant. You are always there. I am always loved and provided for. And you chant that as many times as you need. Wednesday comes along. The wonderful thing about Wednesday is that all of this emotional breakdown has led us to people who can help us heal. We attract teachers or lessons now that help us, that help pull us out of our stupor and into higher awareness. We know what we need to learn now. The student is ready. With the sun opposing Jupiter, we won't have any fear asking for help. And if part of the issue has been shyness or social awkwardness, this is when we will overcome that. We've managed to hold it together this whole time. This is when we'll break, but right in front of the people who need to see it, for us to be taught. It could be a breakthrough moment for those of us that have held back too much. And like I said, a big part of this energy as we're leading up to Pluto retrograde is allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, and that's really the case. Remember, when we reach out and insist somebody help us, that's not us being vulnerable. That's us trying to be in control of the situation. Us being vulnerable is just being real in where we are right now and allowing people to see that. And that's difficult, and that takes a lot of courage. Mantra. I am a temple of the Almighty. I see myself as God sees me, perfect in all my complexities. I see myself as God sees me, perfect in all my complexities. Moving on to, wait. No, I'm sorry. That was Thursday's mantra. I apologize. It's good to just go read them below. You'll see in the description box. Wednesday's mantra, because we're still on Wednesday. A mantra for Wednesday. I am here. I am ready to be seen for my truth. Angels send my teachers to me. Angels send my teachers to me. I am here. I am ready to be seen. Angels send my teachers to me. Now, those teachers may not be people. They may be circumstances. They may be situations, okay? But be open. Be open. Don't be ready. Be open. That's how you will be ready, is to be open. Thursday rolls along. This is a time for immense faith. We know something big is coming, but we may not be clear on what exactly it is. So faith. What it is will come. It has been growing. You're right. Something has been growing, but you don't know exactly what it is. So remain open. The moon moves into Virgo, meaning we'll rely on organizing things or things running in an orderly fashion to make us feel safe. And we'll notice when something is out of order. Venus and Uranus are literally on top of each other at the same, right now they're both at 10 degrees Taurus on Thursday. So they're like literally on top of each other. Not literally, but be very careful today because this conjunction could open up new situations in love and money, but how valuable they are depends on how much you value yourself. Let me read that again because that's extremely important. Thursday, the conjunction between Venus and Uranus could open up new situations in love and money, but how valuable they are depends on how much you value yourself. The moon in Virgo will ask all the right questions, but it can also make us so worried about something coming along that we give what's offered now too much attention. You are a prize, baby. Don't forget it. Value you. If it doesn't feel all right, then it's not. Then it's wrong. And all you have to do is say, thank you. This was a wonderful offer. Keep that gratitude flowing. Gratitude is the river on which abundance flows. Keep directing that abundance to yourself. But if it's not right for you, it's not right, man. Just let it flow, let it go. Mantra. This is the mantra for Thursday. I am a temple of the Almighty. I see myself as God sees me, perfect in all my complexities. Friday comes along. Mars enters Cancer. This is key because it's Mars for most of this time now is trining Jupiter, right? So this is sort of a key to a success in how we move. And Mars in Cancer moves in a very passive aggressive, kind of sidewindy way. You know, he's not the warrior here. He's more like the spy or the lurker, really. Let's get into this. Here, okay, so Mars enters Cancer, and when it's in Cancer, it gets things done subtly. Maybe you won't blow your head off at someone. You'll just block them and delete their number. And without even a conversation. Because this would be the case of like, why blow up at them? Why waste my energy? Why expose myself, right? Why expose myself? I'm just going to delete them and block them. I'm not doing this. This is not a confrontational time. It is a defensive one in terms of how you move, right? The South Node and Saturn are setting us up now so Pluto can see who stays or goes. This is the elimination round. The illumination round. Also the elimination round. Who really has what it takes to win? Play this softly. Answer questions based on your comfort level. No big confrontations. Just move away from things that make you uncomfortable. Pluto is intentionally putting obstacles in our way to see if we will cave. The secret to success now is defense. Wait for this shitstorm to pass and don't make any bold moves right now. Pay very close attention to all situations and look everything over twice. Now, I know I told you remain vulnerable. Remain open. You are remaining open. It doesn't mean you have to jump into things like a dumbass, right? Consider them. Look them over. And in fact, topically, there could be a lot of opportunities coming into us now. It's really great. And once again, gratitude and faith are going to be your friends. And they should be your constant companions. But especially, pull them out of your pocket for this week. They're very important, right? And what you're going to do is be like, okay, I'm going to remain open to this. Remaining open to this just means taking in the information, like looking it over and look it over again. It's imperative right now. Pay very close attention to all situations and look everything over twice on Friday especially. The mantra, I am here and here is good. This is where I begin. It's not where you stay, and you will be moving. But you're kind of moving slowly now, and you're kind of moving like Mars when Mars is in Cancer, it moves like a crab. It doesn't go direct. It goes from one side, feeling everything along the way, to the other side, feeling everything along the way. And in the way that he's doing it, he's moving like a crab. He's clearing out the space for others too. So this is like permanent changes, but permanent changes are made slowly, right? You don't rush this. Saturday rolls along. The moon now moves into Libra, which will help us level out our heads a little, but know this. The South Node and Saturn are playing on Venus, Mercury, and Uranus. They're fucking with them. This is not a good time to make decisions or to make, it's not a good time to sign contracts. I would not suggest. Pluto goes retrograde in 3 days from Saturday, and we're already feeling its effects. This is the cleanup period. We will wipe up all the messes left behind by his shitstorm this week. It's best to keep ourselves tidy, making sure we walk in faith, following the lessons we've learned instead of the temptations put in front of us now. Who do you want to be? Your new self or your old self? Remember that the middle ground is an option, right? And it is the best one now. Be open to change and your beautiful vulnerabilities. This will be key through October when the sun is in Libra, especially emotional vulnerabilities. Not necessarily social vulnerabilities or financial vulnerabilities, but like emotional vulnerabilities, right? I taught you about this. This will be key through October when the sun is in Libra, but it starts inside of us with the moon, this transformational period, right? With us, if we can be comfortable with the way that we feel, then we can be comfortable living the truth of ourselves. And that's sort of what this next, 8 months is really going to ask of us, to live truthfully, to live more honestly and truthfully in ourselves. So it starts with our emotions and us getting comfortable with our emotions. That's what it starts with. Be ready to be emotionally vulnerable and to allow things to transform. Be strong enough to be vulnerable. Expect things to feel strange, weird, different. All of those are key words now. This is transformation. This is transformation, most of which is coming through Venus, Uranus, and Mercury, which are, Venus and Mercury are very close to us. So it's going to impact our day-to-day. New news and different opportunities from different people in love and money. New news, new conversation, new information, new interests with love, with money. Interesting, right? The mantra for today, I am beautiful. I am open. I go where you send me, God. Lead the way. Because faith is what? Faith is like your friend. It's always your friend. It's always your friend. But this is the time to really, put it to work for you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for helping this channel grow. I'm pretty sure by this week we'll reach 1,000 subscribers, which is a congratulations to you all, and 4,000 views, which is also a congratulations to you all. I'm extremely grateful. Be on the lookout for Astrology Motivation. It's popping up by 6 a.m. Pacific time on Monday, and you'll enjoy that one too, I'm sure. And I will talk to you guys in the daily tarot card readings. They start on Monday on Instagram. And then, of course, the Zodiac weekly messages, which are on the Mama channel, Born Without Boundaries Tarot, as well as Born Without Boundaries on Vimeo. That's where you're going to find the extended readings as well as the romance readings. They're both in the same video. So once again, I love you guys, and I'll see you somewhere, one of those places. I'll catch you. Enjoy the week.